Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another Vincent's video. The wifey is here as well.
Hello.
We've got a fragrance from Lattafa, but before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it's that cell phone, that tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV, whether you watch me at home, at work, on a plane, a train, or an automobile. Where else might they be watching me? Besides a bathroom, because you say that one every time. Pick a new place, please.
What about...
Where could they be watching me right now?
In the office cubicle.
That would be work. That would be work.
That's
I did
work.
say work.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that one. They could be watching you at lunch. At a restaurant.
At a restaurant. You dang sure
you do
well
that sometimes.
Could be doing that. You could be... I've watched a few fragrance reviews at a restaurant in my time. Not during lunch, but... you know, obviously at one of those restaurants that's slow that you need time to watch some stuff anyways. But, yeah, again, wherever and however you watch me, it is an honor. If you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the comments, and actually comment, and then do some liking while you're at it. So, that being said, let's finally get into this video. Now,
I have to think of some more places.
This fragrance, I actually got a whiff of it yesterday while I was at the Intense Oud store in Chicago, Illinois. And by the way, if you guys have never been, I highly suggest a visit to that store. Now, you might see this camera shake a little bit and move, and that is all because of that dog. And if the wife starts struggling, it's because she's trying to hold the dog back with her leg in mid-air, trying to hold the dog back. So she might start getting a cramp, and if she does fall down in agony, it's not because the cologne stinks or anything, or I threw her down. She's probably getting a Charlie horse. But Intense Oud, the Chicago, Illinois. If you guys live near the Chicago, Illinois area, if you maybe in Wisconsin, maybe you're Indiana, go check that store out. Now, I was able to get a test sniff of this fragrance. Not a test drive, a test sniff, because I did spray a little bit on my hand. And I will say that the longevity on this has been very nice. I sprayed it yesterday, probably at around 2 p.m., and I was smelling it even when I got home. So that was like 7 o'clock, even at night. When I got home and about to go to bed, I was smelling it on my hands. So with that being said, I'm going to let the wife smell it because I actually did a video for them. This fragrance it says it's a unisex fragrance. I don't really buy that. I think it's a woman fragrance.
It's a pretty
Although I would rock this one as well. This one is called Sondos. Take a look at that big old box. Got this cool bird and leaf.
Even the
all
gold
these cool
is just
patterns.
pretty.
This gold back. And once you see this bottle, maybe I'm kind of thinking it could be like I think there's a Beyonce fragrance that kind of looks like this, but I don't know why you would clone a Beyonce fragrance when you get that at Walmart. Or it might be a Rihanna fragrance. Now, depending on where you get your Rihanna fragrances, if you get them from Walmart, then you're paying cheap. But sometimes those Rihanna fragrances are at like Ulta, and then you're paying like big bucks for it. So, depending on where you get it. But I don't know any of the notes in this fragrance, so we will just go into it with no kind of knowledge at all. There you go at the bottom, little batch code stuff right there. And again, this is Lattafa. And then this one opens up,
Ooh,
I
like
believe,
a tomb.
like this. It does, like a tomb, like a locker. There you go, boom.
Oh.
Open that up,
Well,
and it looks kind of like a shaker glass or maybe a hand mixer. Kind of looks like a hand
sexy.
mixer. Very nice, long, tall bottle. And be careful now when you pull it out because the cap, I think this cap has to be on there a certain way for it to click. Okay, so it does. So take a look at that cool looking bottle. This would actually look real cool in a collection, sort of like that. Okay. Only thing is, it's like a really thin bottle, though. I really don't like these thin bottles like this, but other than that, this bottle looks pretty dope. Okay, so boom. Again, cap. This whole thing becomes the cap. Okay, so it's kind of heavy. It's like a shot glass. So you got that Lattafa logo right there. You can pour your juice in here and take a shot. You can use it as a jugger. You guys know bartenders put some liquid in here and then pour it in. It's a nice, maybe a good half ounce size. So if you need some of that liquid courage to get it going, you can use this. But anyways, the star of this is this juice. I'm going to let the wife spray it on her hand, or I'll spray it for her and see what we think. Now, when I first smelled it, I was like, man, this stuff smells good. Because I seen the bottle at the store, and I was like, what is that? And I was like,
sheesh.
I sprayed it, and I was like,
ooh,
smells good.
Great in the air.
It's a very nice.
Very wet.
Very wet. Calm down. Oh. Man, this is so nice. This, man, in the air, I'm kind of getting like this fresh, fruity, peachy, almost strawberry-ish smell. It's kind of sweet and sugary in the air. Say very sweet. Sweet in a good way. Sweet, sugary, fruity fragrance. So again, it has to be a certain way you close that fragrance, or else it does not close all the way. So keep moving that thing around a little bit until you find the perfect fit. Again, it doesn't just wiggle on. You gotta.
It doesn't go on for anybody.
You gotta tighten it up and get it in there. There you go. See, and it clicks into place. Click, clack, tick, tack.
That smells
slick back.
I haven't even had a chance to smell it on my hand yet, but even when it dries down, look at that shine.
Look at that.
My goodness.
Glisten.
Dull.
That glisten and make you listen. Look at that.
Sheesh.
Ooh.
They need to make a body oil.
They probably do. Now, again, if you've never been to this Intense Oud store, I highly suggest it, because they actually have room sprays as well that are based off of some of these fragrances. Just imagine having honestly, I don't get a whole room spray. I just spray this stuff around and do that. But
our house to smell
let me smell it closer.
My goodness, that smells like I would wear this on my wedding day.
Yeah, that's
that smells feminine.
It's definitely feminine. Even if you look on the website, again, the Intense Oud does have a website. I'll leave that down below as well. Even though it's going to say for men and women, do not get that confused, because this is definitely a woman's fragrance. A man, yes. However, if I was to wear this as a man, I would layer it with something just a little bit, maybe smoky.
Put on your head.
That
would go nice.
Like a leathery fragrance. Put a little bit of leather behind that with that little bit of peach and fruity, sweet. But again, in the air,
it smells so good.
It smells like pretty, like I said, it's fruity. It's fruity and it's kind of sugary sweet, in my opinion. It smells kind of like sugar-coated peaches or something like that, or sugar-coated berries or of some sort.
I wear the right nail polish.
I mean, I think another way to wear this would be a nice layering of something with ambroxan. You'd get some kind of ambroxan style fragrance, that fresh, bright, citrusy smell. You put some of that on with this. I think that definitely would just... It's already a bomb of a fragrance, but I think that would load it up too. It is. It's kind of got that, again, champagne-y, bubbly, fruity, sugary, sweet, very nice fragrance.
It's just so shiny.
What do you think overall of the fragrance? Now, I would think this is this is like a night out fragrance. Now, I wouldn't call it in my opinion, I wouldn't say this is a sexy date night fragrance, but this is definitely just me and her going out, maybe doing some bowling, like a fun date. It's like a fun date fragrance in my opinion, but
I think it could be kind of sexy depending, because it's definitely nose catching.
I mean, if you think about it,
it's very feminine. I think.
If you think about it, it could be a cuddle fragrance, because think about it. Okay, when you
think of a woman.
Say when you play with food in the bed, okay, you don't bring a big meatloaf to the bed. You bring fruit, okay.
Sweet.
You bring fruits.
Melted
you bring
candy.
Chocolates and stuff like that. And this has that sweet. It has that fruit.
What do you drink before you go to bed?
Some champagne, some wine,
brandy.
Easy. So yeah, I guess that could be a cuddling fragrance as well. I would probably say something more a little bit
misty.
More of something like more spicy, I would say, for more night or cuddling, but that definitely could be a cuddle fragrance easily. I think you can wear this to work
strong,
too. It's definitely not it's a people pleasing fragrance actually. I think a lot of people that get a whiff of this in the air will definitely be pleased with it.
I don't see how they wouldn't like it.
Again, if you're just one of them ladies that doesn't like that fruity, fresh smell and the sweet, then maybe not. But honestly, you spray that in front of like 10 different women or 10 different people in general, I guarantee at least 8 will highly enjoy it.
I think this is definitely, they would compliment you.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells very attractive and expensive.
It does. It smells very like the fruit in the air that I got smelled very natural, if you will. Very, well, maybe not natural, but it definitely had that nice peachy, syrupy smell in the air, which, and if you guys know, peaches in general just smell so good, especially if they're ripe and you just cut into it and it smells so good. Again, it kind of smelled like strawberry-ish too to me in the air. And again, slightly sugary sweet, which is very nice. But overall, I smelled it yesterday and I had to buy it. As soon as I smelled it, I was like, I'm buying it. Whether I wear it for myself or the wifey ends up getting it, someone in the household is getting this fragrance. So that just goes to show you that I like it and also the wife likes it. So fellas, if you need a fragrance to buy the missus or maybe missus, maybe you got a more of a gentle husband, someone who likes to be more gentle smelling, and you get this for your husband. Maybe you wear the leathery fragrances in the household. I don't know. Maybe you guys do a little bit of role playing with your sprays. Who knows? But I would rock this.
Y'all are gender neutral.
But again, I would only rock this with a layering of some sort. Okay, I definitely wouldn't just wear this solo dolo. It would definitely have to layer it with something more, masculine in my opinion. But
don't let that masculine bald head fool y'all.
I would rock this going to bed though. Like if I was to just want to lounge around the house, I would totally rock that. But that's only the dog will be like, "What the hell is he wearing?" But because you don't want to be the guy that works at the construction site and you're walking past all those other burly guys wearing that.
He insulted you, by the way.
So, with that being said, obviously the dog's ready to get going. He's got his hands up ready to attack one of us because he's seeing some shadows. But we're going to get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, that is that Sondos Lattafa, beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation, which was very nice.
That's one box, and usually I suggest throwing out all his mess, but that box is pretty.
It is a pretty box. It's not super heavy, but it's definitely a pretty box.
And hopefully
pretty box, pretty bottle, very nice bottle, and a lovely, lovely fragrance. And I only have
still shiny
Intense Oud to thank for this fragrance because, again, this would probably have been one of those fragrances that you would just have to blind buy. Now, if I had blind bought this, I would have been pretty excited with that. But that is the beauty of the Intense Oud store. A lot of the Middle Easterns are kind of blind buy, so go check that store out. Everything is pretty much open. You can go in there and just spray until you just pass out.
You should tell them, babe. I'm pretty good at blind buying. I blind buy with the eye, and this would have been one.
She pretty much has bought a few blind buys.
And they've been
in her time, And
even when I just pick up and say, this is the one I want, he's like, you didn't even smell it. And then when we smell it, it smells good because I go off the eye.
Again, that's sometimes what I do too. Sometimes if a bottle looks cool, I would just buy it regardless of what's on the inside. For all I know, the notes could just be Windex and Purex and some
Pink
of that Era soap, some of that Purex and stuff. I don't know. Could be all that in that bottle, but if it looks pretty cool, I'll probably buy it. So with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you guys did, hit the likes, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Peace.